Hey you guys, I just want to share my experience about my Instagram getting hacked with you so that you have the tools you need to not panic and to just get your account back because it is possible. This weekend my account was hacked and it's such a violating feeling. So my account was not only hacked but taken over. So they were able to change my phone number, email, and password all right away without me knowing because I was camping and kind of off the grid this weekend. The first thing you have to do if your account gets hacked is report it to Instagram. So when you log in, there's a little part underneath that will say get help logging in. You will click on that and then it will say, I'm trying to remember now, I think there's one more screen and you again say like need extra help, and then it will let you put in, I think my account was hacked, it's a personal account, and you can kind of write them a little message. It's an automated response. There's unfortunately no way to get a hold of an actual person, like there's no number to call if your account gets hacked for Facebook or Instagram. So you go through this process first. Now the number one thing I was wondering is how long is this going to take, because I had contracts to fulfill, I have events going on in a few days, so I was freaking out. My account took 24 hours to get back, and that was on a weekend. So that was from a Saturday when I realized it, and Sunday morning I had the email from Instagram to recover my account. So that's how fast it was for me. When I had looked at research that was even from a year ago, it was saying like Instagram ignores these comments, like you'll never hear from them, or it can take up to 2 weeks, or you're gonna have to hire a white hatter, like basically a good hacker to come in and recover your account. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how much is that gonna cost? So it was really stressful. So the first thing you do is report it to Instagram. You should get an email right away that asks you to hold up a picture. So it'll be a picture of yourself. You'll hold up a handwritten note of a code they send you in that email. It's like a 6 or 7 digit number with your old username and your full name. So I did that and sent it right away when I had noticed. And then you will get another email shortly. Mine was within 24 hours that allowed me to recover my account. And essentially they just sent me a 6 digit code to my cell phone. I put that in, they did it again, and then I had to confirm it in my email, and then I recovered my account. And it was actually such an easy process. But I think Instagram has just only recently made it that easy to get it back, because I read so many accounts of people who just lost their accounts, because hindsight is 2020 and there were definitely some warning signals I should have heeded. So one was I got a message from Instagram, or apparently Instagram, it wasn't, it was the hacker, and they said that I had infringed on copyright and that my account would be shut down within 78 hours. First of all, I don't think Instagram puts out threats like this. I think they deal with it a little differently. But at the time, it looked very legit. These people know what they're doing. They're very sneaky. And the other reason I kind of fell for it was a few weeks ago, I was doing a collaboration in Vancouver with a whale watching company. And I tried to post some videos of the whale with the Instagram music attached to it, like the sticker, and it wouldn't post them. And when I asked what the error was, it said it was copyright, and I was like, what, these are my videos, I took them an hour ago. But then it let me post them without the music, so obviously there was some kind of glitch. But when my message from Instagram said that it was a copyright issue, my mind immediately went to that, and so I'm thinking, okay, there's a glitch again, like something's wrong. Now there is a tool to safeguard yourself. By going into your settings, you can actually see a log of the last 14 days. Instagram has like a little tab that says if you have had any messages from them. So if I had known about this, I could have checked that and been like, oh, this wasn't actually from legit Instagram. If you look at this tab, it will say like, these are all the emails we've sent you. And if there's nothing there, they haven't sent you any messages. So that would have been the first way to see if this was a legit Instagram thing. So how they got me was they said I had infringed on copyright, and if I wanted to appeal this, if it was a mistake, then I should fill out their little form. And it was just to put my username, password, and then write a little blurb about why I thought this was incorrect. The form looks very legit. I'm telling you, these people know what they're doing. They know how to trick you. So I filled it out and it took me to Instagram. And it was like, thanks for filling out the form. That's all you need to do. So then kind of after, I'm thinking like, I wonder if that was really real. When I reached out to some other friends on Instagram, they were like, no, I think that was scammy. My friend had that too. So I was like, okay. So my worry dissipated about having my account shut down. But what I didn't do was go and change my passwords right then, because I had essentially just handed them my information. And I was a little bit distracted because we were camping and I was out of service, and I had service for this tiny little blip of time. So I was just thinking about getting back to doing what we were doing, and I didn't even think about it. Also, if I had been in service, I would have received an email that said, hey, you just changed your email. And I would have been able to say, no, that wasn't me, reverse the change. But because he changed my email, phone number, and password right away, and I was offline, I didn't get the opportunity to do that. So he at this point had full control of my account. My profile picture was gone, my username was changed, and my account belonged to somebody else. Another really important thing to note is that he changed my language to Turkish. So the help emails that I got from Facebook were in Turkish. And that really confused me, because I was like, is this the hacker as well? And he's trying to trick me now into giving him more information. But no, they were from Instagram. When I clicked on the email to see who it was from, the email did look kind of weird, but it was at support.facebook or something. So if it says that, you're good to go. If it's like at Gmail or at some weird thing, then I would question it. But at this point, I didn't have much to lose. So I translated line by line with Google Translate. If you highlight each sentence, it will give you the option to click translate. And so I just did that sentence by sentence to figure out how to go through the process of recovering my account. So if you start getting emails in different languages, it might not, it's just the hacker trying to make it even more complicated for you to recover your account. So why does a hacker want to steal your Instagram account? Maybe you're like, I just have family and friends on here, or maybe you are an influencer, or maybe you're a teacher and you're like, who has interest in my account? I guess what happens, there's quite a few reasons, but one of the reasons is you have a legitimate account. So to steal it is way easier than to create something new and try to get followers to sell the accounts. Accounts are really valuable, especially if they're real. They get sold for all kinds of different purposes, for marketing and stuff like that. But essentially your account is sold because it's not a fake account. Okay, there's a couple new security things that Instagram has implemented in the last little while that you can do to secure your account and make sure that you are less susceptible to hackers. One is the two-step authentication process. You can find this in your settings. I'm going to show it to you in a second. And this makes sure that in order to access, in order to make a change on your account, they would have to have a code that is sent to your phone. So if I had this, my hacker wouldn't have been able to change my email and phone number and all of that, because he would have had to receive a code on my phone. The other thing there is just to use your gut. Like for me, what they want to do is send in a panic. Anytime there's sort of like a deadline, like we are Instagram and we're shutting down your account in this many hours, it's to send you into a panic so that you are not thinking clearly. It clouds that frontal lobe and you make bad decisions. That's what happened to me. So if there's some kind of like time limit, that would be a red flag. Another red flag would be if you can find any discrepancies in the message. So for example, mine said they were going to shut my email down in 78 hours. That was the first message. But when I went through their little form process, it said something like, thank you for submitting, if you hadn't done this or whatever in their like really well worded thing. But the number had changed to 48 hours. And like it kind of pinged in my brain, but I still just kind of ignored it. And then I thought about it later and I was like, oh, Instagram wouldn't make a mistake like that. So look for any kind of discrepancies or weird wording. Always check that Instagram setting where they log all your legitimate Instagram communication with you. So if you don't see that they've sent you a message, then it's not from them, and delete and block that user. I hope you guys stay safe out there. Hang on to your accounts, your memories, your contacts. It is the crappiest feeling. I don't wish it upon anybody to have their personal property hacked into. It makes you feel very like vulnerable and violated. But I'm so glad it's over, and I'm really happy with Instagram that they came through and so quickly. So when you go into your Instagram settings, which is this 3-bar symbol here, and settings is at the bottom, you can go to security. And there's a couple options here. So the 2-factor authentication is right here if you want to set that up for yourself as an extra precaution. And this is the other thing I was talking about, emails from Instagram. So if you click on that, it will show you all of your correspondence from legitimate Instagram sources for the last 14 days. Okay, everybody, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching.